You want to see it?
What's going on, guys? It's the MD and Dub Show. We're back again for another little broadcast. We're going to try to make these a little bit weekly, more steady. But right now, just to let you guys know, we got a nice guest coming on today. We got Sicend from Riot City popping into the show. So hopefully we'll get in contact with him in a little bit. Real quick, I want to thank Marcus Waters, the Hustlers, for being our last guest. Also, our very first guest, Ty Awesome. Appreciate that, buddy. Keep grinding, man. I see you didn't get that belt, but we got to keep going. Good stuff, man. But anyway, real quick, just hold on a second, guys. We're going to try to get Sicend on the phone. Give me 1 second real quick, guys, okay? everything?
Well, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. We got him on the MD and Dub show. Right now, Dub's not here, but I'm gonna fill in for him. Sicend, man, you're actually one of the first people I actually contacted about this whole wrestling thing. But
yeah.
Go ahead.
When I saw you posting everything, I was, always there to try to help everybody out. I feel like if more people help each other out in the wrestling business, whether it comes to companies, podcasts, helping people get merchandise out there, like any way, shape, or form that you can help somebody, like I'm down there. I'm down to help. So
yeah, I appreciate it, man, because we're small, but we're going. We got a big vision. But real quick, man, you had a busy weekend.
We did. Riot City as a whole did have a very, very busy weekend. ACW in Benton, Maryland on Friday, and then OTCW in Berkeley Springs on Saturday. Yeah, man, we were moving around all over this weekend, just trying to get the brand out there and just represent the companies hard.
Okay. Well, can you talk to us about? Looks like you picked up a little bit of hardware over there.
We did. Which funny enough, the match itself was never announced to be a tag team title match. We just happened to pull the belts out of the last bag that was out there for the trick or treat match, and that's really how we found out about it being for the belt. So that was definitely a trick and a treat for us all at the same time.
Yeah, y'all came out. You definitely had a productive weekend, man. The Riot City brand did well. What's up with this new edition, though? I see. I'm scrolling through my timeline and I'm seeing a young kid by the name of Vic Ramone pop up. I'm like, okay, he's nice. I actually saw him perform in 302, and then all of a sudden he's got a Riot City shirt on.
Yeah, Vic Ramone, he's been coming up real hard through the ranks the last couple of years. He's been going at it for about 3 years now. Okay. Trained with us, me and Mac Mayhem, and Matt was having some back issues, and we were just looking for somebody to fill in a couple of shows until we knew exactly what was going on with Matt. And Vic was the first one that was ready, willing, and able to step up and the role. So Vic and I did 2 back-to-back shows, one in PA, and then the next weekend we wrestled in Jersey. And then we got the great news that Matt was able to perform again and was
amazing.
100% and ready to go, which is great. And, the fans were very supportive about everything that was going on with him. And after that was done, we just saw the reactions the fans gave us for Vic filling in, and we just decided it was time that we added a third member to the group.
Wow, okay, that's definitely good to hear, man. Y'all expanding. It's always good to expand. Since we're talking about Vic a little bit, I see you guys have a little bit of hardware. So what's Vic going for? Is this going to be like a whole New Day thing where you guys can switch out who defends the title, or is Vic got his own gold on his mind?
I mean, honestly, right now sorry, I'm losing my voice. Right now, I mean, we've never really talked about how any of that's going to work. Right now, Vic's petitioning for a ACW heavyweight title match against Ruckus because everybody saw it at the ACW show Friday night. Referee's back was turned, but Vic Ramone tapped out the heavyweight champion, and now he's petitioning for a one-on-one. So hopefully the match will be granted, and hopefully we'll be coming home with another belt.
Wow, that'd be a crazy visual to see. Might be a golden fourth quarter for Riot City, man. That would be crazy.
Absolutely.
So what new do you guys have coming on the horizon? I know this weekend is going to be, actually this whole month is going to be heavy as far as the indie circuit and wrestling goes. Do you guys have anything coming up this weekend?
Yes, this weekend, Matt Mayhem and I will be in Richmond, Virginia, on hand for the GXW wrestling show, Ground Zero Wrestling. We're actually fighting for their vacant tag team titles right now. Wow. Their tag team titles have been vacant for quite some time now, and we've picked up 5 wins in a row down there, and they finally granted us the match for the vacant titles against the Drago Union this weekend. So that's another chance to bring home some more hardware for Riot City. Wow. And Vic Ramone will be performing for Adrenaline Championship Wrestling and UCW's co-show up in Pennsylvania this weekend as well. So Riot City will be in 2 completely different states.
God, busy time, man. Busy time. Wow, unbelievable. Okay, well, y'all doing big things right now in the indie circuit. What goals do you guys have on your mind in the future? Because I see you achieving these milestones. You picked up the OTWC tag titles this weekend. Looks like Vic has some gold in his sights. What else do you have on the horizon for you guys?
Actually, if you guys are familiar with Beyond Wrestling,
okay,
out of New York, Beyond Wrestling is doing some personal TV tapings that will be aired. I can't give out all the information right now, but Matt and I are set to do TV tapings for Beyond this month as well. So that's something big for Riot City.
Awesome! Wow.
We'll be debuting for PPCW up in Pennsylvania Prime Championship Wrestling on the 26th.
Okay.
See what else? We'll be making our return next weekend to 302.
Oh, that's awesome. That's my home right now. So that'd be good to see you guys out there.
Yeah, we'll be the 12th. We'll be back down at 302, making our return there after I think 2 or 3 shows from not being able to be there due to other bookings and stuff like that. But it'll be nice to come home. Been there since they opened the doors, so
yeah,
it's fun to come back and see all the faces, everybody that we haven't seen in a while.
Good. We want to see you too. 302 family would love to see Riot City back. Oh man, I got a couple questions actually from Facebook, and it's a lot of them are the standard questions, man. But you said you have the you said you have the 302 November 12th, and we have a lot of people from Delaware because I'm in Delaware, and we got some odd questions, main roster questions too. This comes from I ain't gonna put them out there. Who is your favorite NXT person currently to watch in the ring?
My favorite NXT person?
NXT. We have an NXT watcher. That's cool. I like NXT viewers.
Okay, no, I couldn't hear what you said. Was it my favorite NXT wrestler to watch?
Yeah, performing in the ring wise.
Okay, NXT. Man, right now, I'd probably have to say Nakamura.
Yeah.
If it was a little while ago, I'd have to say Rich Swann. I mean, I had the luck of chance to wrestle Swan a couple of times, he's from the Baltimore area. So seeing Rich on there and now seeing him on Raw, and actually Matt and Rich went to high school together, so they're actually very familiar and they're really good friends. So seeing one of our boys go that far and achieve what he achieved is just absolutely amazing.
Wow, that's good stuff, man. Wow, that's ridiculous. That's really cool that you guys actually have dealt with a lot of these guys and see them flourish. I know you're probably tired of hearing this question. Honestly, I'm tired of asking it, but it's not a problem because I am a fan of the character, and I'm sure you are too. How you feel about seeing Mr. Ellsworth on your Monday nights and Tuesday nights?
It's absolutely great, man. I mean, it's great for him, and it's great for him. It's great for ACW, and it's great for all the boys because. He was the one that went out there and, he wasn't, overseas. He wasn't formally in, Ring of Honor or any of these places. He's just one of our local indie guys that made it. And that just proved to everybody in the locker room that we can all do that if we push and try and get our stuff out there hard. Exactly. That you can go and do the same thing. So he's really an inspiration to the locker room.
Good. That's good to hear. I keep hearing that over and over again, so that's really good to hear. Another question for you, Mr. Sicend. I call him Mr. Sicend. Ridiculous. What has been your roughest match as far as just pain wise, and the next day feeling really sore?
My roughest match as far as pain. Man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a morbid question.
I'll probably have to say that. Just a regular just a match by itself. Probably. The Riot City Rules match that me and Michael's Amidio put on up in Pennsylvania like a month ago. But I've never felt as more sore as I have today after doing 2 back-to-back hardcore matches in 2 days. So I'd have to say probably this weekend's been the roughest.
Okay. Wow, that's good. That also shows that you continue to push yourself. So that's always a good thing. You want to keep elevating that bar.
And it's all for the love of the game, man. If you're not, like I tell everybody, if you're not willing, it's not worrying about getting hurt. You should more or less just worry about when you're gonna get hurt. Like, it's the wrestling business. We all put ourselves out there all the time, and it can be from something real serious, or it can be from like the stupidest thing ever. I mean, I broke my ankle stepping into the ring during a match, and then worked a 15-minute match with a broken ankle. So
wow, y'all are sick with it, man. That's why I talked to Marcus Waters, and he had to finish the match with Brodus Clay. Sound like concussed. I'm not going to say concussed because that makes everybody's bells go off. But he caught a dinger. You know what I mean? And to man up and get through a match, the show must go on.
Definitely been there. I mean, I've had plenty of concussions. I've broke both my ankles. I've tore tendons and ligaments in my knee. I've fractured my face and my orbital bone before. So it's definitely, if you're worried about getting hurt, it's probably not the best sport to get into.
Not for you, exactly. How long have you been in the independent scene, or just wrestling in general? Actually, my question is, how long have you watched wrestling or been a fan of it, and then how long have you been actual independent wrestler?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, it's crazy to me because I feel like I kind of got into wrestling like a little bit late compared to some of the people that I, hang out with and travel with. Really, the first time I remember watching wrestling was the night that Vince McMahon and Stone Cold faced off in the ring for the first time on Monday Night Raw, where they tied Stone Cold's hand behind his back. Like, that was the first night I ever watched wrestling. So I'm guessing that was late 98, maybe early 99. But, once I saw that, I went out to the good old, Blockbuster Hollywood videos.
Yes,
and,
awesome.
I rented. I had to throw out a pop for that stuff. So, they didn't have that. They didn't have Netflix then. So,
well, I ran a Blockbuster for like 8 years, so they got a soft spot for me.
Well, there you go. I definitely supported that. I definitely supported Blockbuster. But, I went out and, I rented everything I could, stuff from the 80s, stuff from the 90s.
Yeah.
And then I saw Shawn Michaels. I found Shawn Michaels, and once I found Shawn Michaels, I was like, yep, I want to become a professional wrestler. Like, as soon as I saw one match, and I believe the first match I ever saw was him versus Stone Cold, King of the Ring 97, I was immediately like, I want to be a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
And then I found out Shawn Michaels retired, and that really pissed me off.
When you said Shawn Michaels, a visualization of him coming off that ladder in the white chaps with the just,
absolutely.
Man. Epic moments in wrestling right there.
But I mean, like, I have students and stuff that have been, that are either younger than me or that are older than me, and they're like, oh yeah, man, I've been watching it, since Hulk Hogan was, the champion, like early 80s and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I picked it up late.
Yeah, I feel like that too. My co-host that comes in every once in a while, Mr. Dub, he's actually, man, he's like a historian of wrestling, and he has wrestling on heart, man. I ain't gonna put too much out there, but he's a historian, so he really fueled my little wrestling addiction, and man, the stuff he can just rattle off from NWA and makes me feel very small, but I'm glad to have that resource there, man, because there's definitely some veterans that've been around, man. You can learn.
It's crazy because when people talk to me about it or bring it up, I'm like, yeah, like, I know what you're talking about. I've seen it. And they're like, oh, yeah, so you were watching it back then. And I was like, no. No, but I just went back and, I went back. Like, once you're hooked on it, like, I follow it. I had to follow it all. Yep. I don't follow everything that much now, but, I'm around it every weekend. So, I follow certain things, but I have people come up to me all the time. Hey, did you see what happened on SmackDown? I'm like, no, I didn't. Like, I'm like, I was watching horror movies. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, you still love it, but it can be overwhelming. You have to figure out a balance. Sometimes I've flipped my scale a little too much to the right, but right now, I'm gaining that research right now, so I have to.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you go out and you do a show on Friday, and maybe you go and stop at an after party to eat and get a drink or something like that, and people are, fans are there, and I love talking to the fans because You know, if it wasn't for them, Riot City wouldn't be where they are, and, you know, I wouldn't be where I am at all if it wasn't for that, because I was a fan too. But sometimes they come on and they want to talk, like, wrestling. I'm like, hey, man, I'm just trying to eat my food. Like, it's hard to, like, want to talk about it all the time. Or they'll bring up something random, like, oh, did you see the New Japan thing? I'm like, no, I didn't. Like, maybe I'll check it out, but I don't know.
Yeah, I have a friend, man, another guy, Jerome. I'm throwing a little plug in there for him, but he came up to me one time at work, and I was at AT&T, and he's like, yeah, the New Japan, the Shastra Mucha, and I'm like, oh, man, I don't get to watch all that. Even though I love it, don't get me wrong, I don't get to watch all of it. So
right. I feel like there's not enough, like, right now, there's not enough time in the day for me to do that. Like, I mean, you know, right now, like, it's Halloween. Halloween is my favorite time of the year. Like, I love horror movies.
Okay.
And I feel so slacked off on, like, the horror movies right now. Like, I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch my normal horror movies or catch up on any of the new ones. So that's actually what I was doing before you called. So
okay. Quick question then, since you brought it up. What's your favorite horror movie of all time?
Favorite horror movie of all time, man. It's got to be Halloween.
Halloween. Okay.
It's got to be Halloween or Scream.
Or Scream, yeah. Scream came out during when I was around 12, 14 too, so I remember that.
Yeah,
that was big
96,
too.
I think.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, what? Another question, Halloween thing. What's your costume this year, or can't you let it out the bag yet?
Oh, man, I don't even know, honestly.
Oh, you that far behind? No.
Last year I came out and did some DP shows, and myself and Brittany Blake, if you're familiar with Brittany Blake, we did Freddie and Jason.
Ooh, okay,
on a bunch of shows together. Yeah, we did a couple of actually I came out and had the Freddy Krueger glove and stuff on Saturday at the OTCW show. So
that's what because I saw the little kind of scraggly sleeves. I'm like, oh, he did something Halloween theme. I couldn't see fully though.
Yeah. You know, I do, but like I said, man, I feel like there's so much, like there's not enough time to get things together. And, you know, we did have a Halloween party the other weekend and stuff. You know, just dressed up, did the kind of purge looking thing for the night, just just to put something on.
Awesome, man.
But
that's interesting, man. So you said we talked about your little Halloween costume, nothing too crazy. I think you got something. You ain't letting it out the bag though. I don't know what I'm doing either.
Yeah.
It's tonight. It's like I'm super late. Real quick about the main roster product. How do you feel about the product?
For WWE, you mean?
I would say for WWE.
I mean, I like where it's going right now. I mean, a lot of the guys that are on there are a lot of like indie guys that like I've either wrestled with, done shows with, or used to watch. So watching TV and being like, hey man, like I've wrestled that guy, or you know, I hung out with that guy, or whatever. Like that type of stuff is real cool to see. So
I get you on that, man. You're a little biased. I understand though, man. To me personally, the whole Ellsworth thing is pretty cool because I kind of jumped on the indie scene real recent. I'm talking the Raven show in 302. That's the first time I even knew you guys independently were around, and I was like, oh man, they got me.
Right.
Pretty ugly was at that show.
You know, for Jimmy to be there and James to be doing the things he's doing, like, you know, I was trained by Ruckus, and you know, Ruckus taught me how to wrestle and stuff like that. But when I started actually performing and traveling all the time, I was traveling my whole career. I basically been traveling with James Ellsworth, Adam Ugly, you know, like Doyle Day, like the Pretty Ugly crew. Like that's what brought me up into wrestling. Like they're the ones that taught me everything while I was on shows. I would travel, you know, 6 hours or more with them in the car all weekend. So, you know, me and Jimmy been tight for like 9 years. So seeing him get that, like, it's great for him and great for the boys. So
that's a blessing, man. That's a hell of a gang to come up with too, man. You gonna be a little beast, ain't you?
I mean,
the breeding ground sounds ridiculous.
You know, I couldn't have lucked out any better. You know, with Ruckus training me, like, him coming fresh off of coming back from Mexico when he trained me, like, that was awesome. And then being hooked up with his company at the time, which was Real Championship Wrestling in Baltimore. They were using all the guys like DJ Z was on the shows. Cesaro was on the shows. Jerry Lynn, Too Cold Scorpio. Like, I got to be around a lot of really good guys my first year in the business, and I got a lot of very credible stuff that I learned from them. So I definitely lucked out. And then, like I said, traveling with, the Pretty Ugly crew and stuff like that. And I can't complain.
Yeah, I understand that. Too Cold Scorpio, one of my personal favorites, man, from childhood. Some of the moves he did in the ring was just ridiculous. God.
He was an innovator, man. And that dude
never
can
gets
still go.
Credit,
He's like 50-something, and he can still go just like he was 20. He's absolutely amazing.
Man, it's crazy. Just to close it out, I mean, we got about 10 minutes left. I don't want to hold you too much because I know you've been busy and Halloween's your favorite stuff. So I'm going to let you get going here shortly. But I got another question, and this is guiltily selfish one. Who would you like to wrestle in the future that you got your eye on?
Man, somebody that there's been a couple of people that have eluded me that I really wanted to work with. Amazing Red was always one of them. I actually been booked to wrestle Red quite a few times, and it's just something has always happened. He was one that I always really wanted to work with. Sanjay Dutt was another one that I always really wanted to work with. I'm going with credible people that I can actually work with.
Okay.
But I did get to work with Shane Strickland or Killshot from Lucha Underground a bunch. So that's always been one that I've held very high in being able to step in the ring with. I'm trying to think, man. Motor City Machine Guns were always a tag team that I really, really, really enjoyed watching. That I would like to have been in the ring with. But yeah, those are the ones that pop in my head right off the bat. There's probably tens of millions of other ones that I can throw out there, but those are definitely ones that I would like to have got a chance to be in the ring with.
What is another? Where's a place that you would like to go to actually wrestle? Like, for instance, anywhere in the world that if you got a chance, you would love to go there and wrestle and be booked.
Man, really, it probably have to be Japan.
My man.
It would have to be Japan.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, like that. Everybody always expects me because I work a lot of the lucha style. A lot of people expect me to say Mexico, but I really have to say Japan, man. Like, that's just one of those cool things. Like, I felt like if I went over and did a little tour over in Japan and came back, like, I feel like I could be like, yeah, I'm good. I can quit now.
Yeah, satisfaction, man. I want to really
thing. Like, I always said when I first got into the business, I was like, if I can just work one legit indie show, and it could be in front of 20 people or however many people, I would be content with life. And, honestly, the first show that I ever worked, it was in front of like 300 people. So that was really cool to have your first match in front of that many people in my, in Maryland where I live. So,
bang, blessings. Wow. Where's the farthest you've been thus far to wrestle?
We've went out to Ohio, Connecticut.
Awesome.
A couple. Vic's been out to. Vic Ramon's been out to he's been out to Tennessee and Michigan.
Awesome.
It all switches up, man. Like, I forget like how long I'm in the cars anymore, but those are definitely the farthest that we've been out there right now. But we have a lot of other stuff. Like, the Beyond Wrestling tapings are actually in Massachusetts, so that's going to be a nice hell of a drive for us.
That's good stuff to hear, man. Well, let me tell you this, man. I appreciate it, Sicend, man. Again, I'm a smaller podcast, but we got big visions over here, and I appreciate you taking out, your time out of your favorite day, Halloween.
Absolutely, dude.
To get with me.
Any time that you would like to, if you think of any more questions or anything, I would more than happy to come back on the podcast and work with you guys again. I know Mac Mayhem, my partner. I know Vic Ramone. they're be more than willing to talk to you as well. So,
awesome.
Contact them, let them know, let them know what you're doing,
Definitely.
and I'm sure they'll be right there with you too.
Okay, definitely. What about real quick before you dip out? Do you have any your Facebook page? Where can I get one of those sweet Riot City T-shirts too? Because I see that.
Riot City T-shirts, man. You can actually contact Matt.
Okay.
On Facebook. Matt actually ships them out.
Awesome.
He'll set you up with everything and send it out to you. If you don't see us at a show, I mean, we always have them at the shows. Right now, we have 4 different Riot City T-shirts that are going around right now. So we have bandanas, 8x10s. We have DVDs of us. Man. Anything that you want, anything that you want, you can contact Matt. Matt's willing to send anything out to anybody, using PayPal and stuff like that. Okay. Or if you just catch us at a show, we always have a gimmick table set up, and we're always out there, and we love talking to the fans, and we love taking pictures with everybody and hanging out. So, just come join us at the table if you see us at a show. Okay, that is great stuff right there. Awesome. Real quick, where are you going to be at this weekend, in case people listening want to check you guys out? This weekend we'll be in Richmond, Virginia for Ground Zero Wrestling. Mm-hmm. Please come out, support Ground Zero. Like they're definitely a great company to watch. You can find some of their stuff on YouTube. Their Facebook page, the GXW Nation. You can find them on there. Keep up with their stuff. If you can't keep up with their stuff personally, you can watch my page, Matt's page, Vic's page, or the Riot City's Most Wanted page in general. And we always keep everything updated from week to week, day to day. Awesome. Good stuff. Don't forget November 12th, we will see Riot City in Delaware for our local listeners over there at 302 Pro Wrestling in the lavish Felton, Delaware Auto Exchange. Also, too, I appreciate it one more time. Look us up on Blueprint Wrestling, Facebook. We're also on YouTube now, Blueprint Wrestling Network. Look us up. This podcast will be uploaded on there as well, probably after Raw. And a couple thank yous to the Exposed Term podcast. Good look, Mr. Sean Carlson. Appreciate it, sir. Good man. I just did Sean's show like 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, shout out to Sean. Thank you, Sean, for everything. Good guy. Thank you guys for everything. And anybody who's a Riot City fan who's listening to this right now, give these guys a listen to. Definitely awesome guys. Help their company grow, too, all right? All right, don't forget Riot City. We want to come out and see you guys. Again, appreciate Sicend, and look us up on YouTube. We will have this podcast out. Thank you again, and good night.
You want to see it?